guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you all are having an awesome week this week. Met up with a new friend, Landon. Met him at Franklin Cars and Coffee. Had his super sweet diesel truck, a Chevrolet Silverado. So I had to meet up with him to show you guys. Things sharp. Think it's really cool. So we are here in said area of Tennessee. He met up with me today so he can check this out and share with you all. Guys, I'm gonna introduce Landon. Landon.
How you doing, guys?
All right, so Landon, man, tell me about this. Now, before I get there, Landon, you have an Instagram, my friend.
Yeah.
Instagram at Gray Max. Go on there and follow him right now. If you guys like trucks, Chevy trucks, diesels in particular, go check his stuff out. He has some neat content on there. So I've walked around this truck with him, got a little heads up on it. I'm gonna let Landon explain to you a little bit more what he has done to this. So from the start, I guess, Landon, what year truck is this?
2002 Chevy Duramax 2500.
Chevy Duramax.
6.6 liter.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this truck, it does have the Allison transmission, right?
Yep, it does.
All right. So I'm looking underneath this here, and I do see FabTech. Correct me if I'm wrong, FabTech. That is a track bar, is it not?
Yes. It's got a fully FabTech front end. Basically, every part in the front end is built by FabTech.
Okay.
It's got FabTech suspension lift with a FabTech body lift as well. So it's a 6-inch suspension with a 4-inch body.
Have you happened to dyno this thing to really see, or do you know what kind of power it has?
Now, I've tried to get on a dyno one time, and the guy told me that I couldn't do it because it was too big to fit on it. Because it was out of a trailer. So he had a dyno on it. You know, kind of like Cars and Coffee, that guy over there.
In the back, right.
So he said that it wouldn't fit on there, and I couldn't do it. But I do want to find a place where I can put it on dyno soon.
Do you happen to know what this truck had stock?
Stock? Not off the top of my head.
Okay. And so it does have a tune on it right now.
Yeah, it's EFI Live.
EFI Live.
5-stage tune.
And what setting do you ride with just going around town and such?
It's on setting 2 normally because it's the lowest power I've found. My diesel mechanic told me to probably keep it on 2 most of the time.
Yeah. So. And man, dude, how about this bumper? What brand is this thing? Man, you can smash through it.
About it. And I wish I had more information, but this is a custom built bumper. I have no idea who built it. I have no idea what they built it from, but there's no logo, there's no ID, there's no number on it, nothing. It's just, I found it in a junkyard. Found it in a junkyard, went ahead and put it on.
Yes, the price is right. It's got a great winch here. Have you had to use that? It looks brand new.
Yeah, I've used it quite a few times. I use it for work and pulling people out of mud holes.
Very handy. And this truck is a tank, so you said mud holes. Do you take it through the mud yourself?
Hell no. No. I would never take this thing through mud. Other than the mud I have to go through at work.
Smart man. Yeah, I wouldn't do that myself either. Yeah, I like these wheels on here. What size are those?
18-inch rims.
Open.
I'm sorry, 16-inch rims.
16-inch rims.
37-inch tires.
And it's Toyo. I'm familiar with the Toyos. I have had those before. Those, it's a great tire. Smooth ride. You a duck hunter?
I am, yeah.
So here in Tennessee, I have to ask, I noticed you have, of course, the drop hitch on there. In Tennessee, is there a bumper height restriction for Tennessee that, you know, you have to have?
I haven't looked at it. I haven't heard of one. But if there is, I haven't had any problems.
Okay.
So,
oh, it's certainly not overkill. What is the lift on this?
It's a 10-inch lift, so it's
10 inches
on the body, and it's 6 inches on the suspension.
Okay. Anything under the hood? Can we pop the hood? Can we check the motor out?
Not too much done to the motor. It's basically stock, but it's got an EFI Live on it with heavy-duty, high-performance injectors in it.
Your injectors, do you know what size injectors? I mean, so much over?
I would have to ask my buddy at Down Home Diesel because he did this entire engine for me. But Daniel from Down Home Diesel, if any of you guys are in Franklin, he's a good mechanic. If you guys need somebody to put an engine in your truck,
that's Daniel? Okay, we'll put his information down below. So if you guys are interested in having some work in Franklin, you just say Franklin, right?
Yeah, Franklin.
Down Home Diesel?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll put his information down below so you guys can check him out in the event you need some work done if you're in the Franklin area or around. Well, it looks nice. It's clean.
It does. I tried to clean it, but it didn't work out too well.
All right, so now to make sure we cover everything, what all have you done to, or do you know that this particular truck has?
So I put the bumper on it with the 15-pound winch. It's I'm trying to remember, yep, Mountain Cruiser winch. It has EFI Live's 5-stage tune. It has, let's see, what else have I done to it? So obviously the lift, which I didn't do to it, but the entire front end, like I said, is FabTech. Every piece on that front end is built by FabTech, which is my favorite brand to use. It's got a 4.5-inch exhaust coming all the way down to an axle dump. It's an 8-inch tip on the end.
You guys gotta check this exhaust out.
And that's about all I've done to it, really. It's not too much.
And check out that shock. Got purple under there.
Yeah, my friends make fun of that.
All right, so okay, I have to ask. Of course, I see it. You know, it's axle dump over the axle, dump into the ground. What is the purpose of having the axle dump exhaust?
Well, when you have an axle dump, it reflects off the concrete when you're going down the road. So you know how if you go through a tunnel and it just makes your car sound amazing?
Does it?
Same principle. It hits the ground and expands, and it makes the sound a lot louder than it normally would because it reflects right off the ground.
I could
Instead
say that.
It's going into open air.
What was the size of the exhaust? Did we ask that question already? How big is your exhaust?
It's a 4.5-inch.
Is it straight pipe or was there a muffler under there?
It is a straight pipe, yeah.
Straight pipe. Now, one thing I did notice here on the back, where I am a diesel fan, I love diesels. I have had a diesel off and on. I see no black smoke here, where of course in a lot of cases black smoke means you're running too rich. It could affect your horsepower. I'm just curious though, I mean, with it being tuned up a little bit, I mean, do you have any problems with smoking? Because there appears to be zero smoke on the back of this, which is great. I mean, it keeps it much cleaner.
I've never had a problem with it, and I have black rims, so I don't really have to worry about it.
I could say that. Okay.
My buddy has problems with it. He's got a stack on the back.
Does he? Yeah.
But that's why I'm nervous about building a stack, because I don't want all that soot going onto the paint.
What are your future plans on the truck? Now you said stack. Are you going to do dual stack, single stack?
I'm going to do a dual cat stack right on the right side, just sticking up. And the cat stack where it comes out straight back.
Okay.
And the plans for the future, I don't want to do too much, but at the same time I want to do a lot. I want to get rid of the rust problem. It came from up north, so it's got a lot of rust, surface rust. So I want to take the cab off and the bed, get down there, wire sand, use a wire brush for the entire frame, sand it down, paint it, and just make it look gorgeous underneath.
Man, that's the way to do it. What is your timeline on doing something like this? That's a lot of work, and of course it takes time and money, and if you're like me, you have a lot more time than money.
Well, going into college, I don't really have to worry about anything. You know, during the summer, I'm going to have a lot of free time, so I'm hoping that next summer I can get down there and do it.
Very cool.
I just need to find my buddy's shop that I can use.
Yeah, I mean, it all takes time. All right, dude, would you mind giving me a ride in this and just
show
me what it has? Let's load up. All right, so now as we got in the truck, of course, I turned the camera off really quick. You did say that you had plans to, did you say paint it?
So I do want to paint it. It's got the original paint on it, but it's fading a little bit. It's got some scratches, and I'm a little bit picky about that stuff. So
I could see it. Okay, all right.
It's this way. The place that we used to drag race at.
Yes. Okay. Now, when you were doing this racing, I mean, of course, years ago, as you said, I mean, what kind of turnout would you get for people coming out wanting to do the same stuff?
I mean, we tried to keep it small for the most part. We didn't want too many people to get caught up in that, because when you get more people, there's more trouble.
Yeah, so absolutely.
It was normally just 4 or 5 of us just going, having a little cruise. We'd all link up right here and just cruise, go down the road.
All right, guys, so in the event that you want to race, drag race, go to the drag strip. I mean, you can do it on the street if you want. However, then you're going to open yourself up to definitely get in trouble. So keep it safe, keep it on the drag strip.
So the more things I want to do to it, get some more LED lights on it, inside, outside. I have some inside. We get them outside, customize the dash, put an iPad in the dash, and use that as my radio. Upgrade the sound system, put my toolbox back on, put my high jack or country jack back on, my farm jack. Just make it into kind of like an off-road machine. Put a tent on the back, portable tent, things like that.
Now, of course, I have to ask, I see you have the CB in here. What do you use your CB for?
We actually used to use it to communicate with each other.
All right, makes sense.
So when we, like for example, when we went out here to do drag racing, even the guys in their cars would have those CB radios in their car, and we'd use those to communicate back to each other and say, all right, you're good, go. Because there's a little curve where we used to drag race. You couldn't see what's coming around. So you needed a spotter to be out in the front watching for cops and other cars coming down the road.
Guys, this is so incredibly beautiful vehicle right here. I wish the camera would do it justice. It's pretty amazing.
Coming up on it. This is where we normally start, right around this area. I'm just hoping I'm right about this. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, I take that back. It's somewhere up here though.
2 hours later.
I really hope I am going the right way.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. It all looks the same up here.
He's taking us to no man's land.
Every time I think it's gonna be it. And it's just more curves.
All right, as I wait for Landon to get back here, this dude's screaming. Can you see him? Guys, seriously, that was nuts. Did you hear the lope that thing had? We'll have to hear that again. It has a sweet lope tune on it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Now you can really tell how high up we were when your ears stopped.
They are. My ears are popping right now.
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, this rain, I mean, it's, oh, a turtle. How about that? It turned back.
Alright, make sure no cars coming.
For a Silverado. His is not for sale, but there are plenty of them that are.
If anybody makes the right offer, everything's for sale.
Everything has a price. I'm with you. You're right. You're right. All right, guys, we have made it back to our starting spot. One more quick walk around of Landon's sweet Chevy Silverado truck. Certainly enjoyed the ride on this thing. If you want a smooth riding truck, guys, get some Toyos. Absolutely jam up. Dude, I appreciate the ride so much. Once again, guys, go subscribe to him on Instagram at GreenMax. I'll put the info below. For some reason you cannot see it, it's there. Reach out to him, share some photos. Dude, it's a pleasure.
Had a lot of fun, man.
So I will ask, as you mod things, dude, please, reach out to me. You have my number now. I would love to see the changes that you have. Whether it's a paint job, horsepower mods, whatever you got, dude. I would love to share.
It's definitely not done yet, so
hey,
definitely keep up with it.
Have more money than time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Until the next one, we'll see you then. All right, psych, just kidding, not gone yet. I almost forgot the most important thing. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Give me some feedback. Make a comment on what you thought was the coolest thing about this truck or trucks in general. Guys, hey, I appreciate the ones of you that have watched. Please subscribe if you haven't. Until the next one, we'll see you then.